Hello and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about Remake 2, and it's not a very happy video, but I do want to say I'm going to be giving a lot of fair opinions on this, so please do watch the video and don't just judge it based on the title or the thumbnail, because, you know, that would be terrible. Anyway, as you can see here, I did a little poll lately to see how many people actually thought and agreed like me that there was going to be some kind of announcement on January 21st, which is today, so if you're watching and it's tomorrow or sometime after, I'm sorry, but yeah, anyway. 74% of you voted yes, and 26% of you voted no with 99 votes, which I think is a decent sample size, to be honest. I mean, I don't want to be taking this too out of context, it's not the largest sample size, but here, at least 3 out of 4 people who are Capcom fans do believe that something was going to happen. Now, it's currently past 12 o'clock in Japan, no announcement has been made, nothing's happened, so I'm going to be talking about this in this video, and I do want people to keep in mind that just because nothing's happened yet, it might happen soon. There's a lot of people talking on various social media about the fact nothing has happened, but I do want to cover it all. So, the first point we're going to bring up and talk about is the Resident Evil 2 remake really delayed? Is Dusk Golem's NeoGAF leak actually true? And I don't think it is. I don't think Remake 2 has been delayed. I just think that the production, of course, is kind of hard to fit around an anniversary. You know, they're building a lot of environments, assets, and other things here. You can't just say, we've got to develop all of this so that we can have an announcement on January 21st, 2018, a year after Resident Evil 7. We're gonna fit this development in perfectly. Everything's gonna go according to schedule. No, these things can have issues, of course. That would be a very unfair thing to expect, and Capcom has no obligation. And it's not even an obligation. They have no actual ability to be infallible. So, I don't think we should be hating on Capcom just yet for this. But I will say one thing particularly. We do need some kind of information soon. There is a lot of people anticipating the project. Even based on a small sample size, the sheer amount of individuals that wanted and actually expected an announcement was extremely high compared to those that don't. That means that the hype is really getting there now that Resident Evil 7 is finally over with all of the DLCs finished, and Capcom needs to do something to capitalize on that. Now, Hideki Kamiya, and yes, I know I probably butchered the shit out of his name once again, another person, but he says, I heard that my friend is directing RE2 Remake. Let's trust him and wait for new information. Now, for those of you that may be unaware, Hideki Kamiya is actually the person that directed the original Resident Evil 2 game, so that's his little baby right there, and his friend is directing the Resident Evil 2 remake itself. This must mean he has some kind of insider information. Even though he declines having ever seen it, he must know something. We'll just have to wait and see now really what happens. But talking about possible dates, so we could still actually get an announcement. By the time I render this video, I might go check and find out that something's come up, because January the 21st was actually the US release for Resident Evil 2, and as I'm making this video, it's still quite early over there, so something could still occur. If it doesn't, however, January the 29th is actually when Resident Evil 2 was released in Japan. For some surprising reason that I could probably research and find out, the localization for the West was actually released first, and then it was released later on in Japan, like over a week later. So maybe we'll get some kind of information on January the 29th instead of January the 21st. We'll just have to wait for both dates to really see. Now, talking about the recent tweets by Capcom's Research and Development Division, and you've got to remember that's the Research and Development Division. So if RE Engine is being used, which is a high likelihood, they are the ones that are going to be traveling around the world to be scanning different assets to be used in the game. I think this is what these tweets was actually indicating, and Martanius actually made a good point that I forgot about, that this same team is the team that went to Louisiana to scan all the environments. And again, they had tweets recently with the dummy finger, which is one of the assets they scanned for the Resident Evil 7 game and the beginning hour demo, and they were in the US with it, and they all look like they might be assets that are photogeometrically scanned and 3D rendered into the game. game. I'm not necessarily sure anymore that this was kind of any Remake 2 announcement indication, more of a hint as the foundation of the game, which is the RE engine. I could be wrong on this, but I would like to hear your thoughts. I've shown all the tweets in the video that show the dummy finger in various different locations, so you can just pause and analyze over those if you wish to. I hope you've enjoyed the video. As always, guys, this has been a really interesting little journey, and I'm actually liking the little hints that the Capcom development division are throwing out, and I'm still quite hopeful that some kind of Remake 2 announcement is going to happen soon. I think Capcom will see all the fan reactions, and they're not going to wait another 6 months to a year to release any kind of information. Just let me know what you think below. As I said, if you did enjoy the video, please leave a like and a subscribe. Help us fight our way up to 50 billion subscribers, guys. We're almost there. I hope you've had a beautiful day. As always, take it easy and peace.